Okay, so now what we're gonna do for those of you who did not hear me because I did mute myself, we are gonna be reacting to this Dante versus Clive, Final Fantasy. Death Battle is one of is a show that I really enjoy watching. I love how they, present characters in a certain way. It's like, okay, who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose? Do I agree with all the outcomes? No. But this is something that I do on a regular basis. I was behind on it, so we're gonna watch this live, and and yeah, we'll see who wins. And it's 3D animated, so it's gonna be fun.
Clive. DMC's Devil Hunter versus Final Fantasy's Shield of Rosaria. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Like, I'm familiar with Dante, but Final Fantasy, my knowledge is very limited on. The only Final Fantasy stuff I know is 7 with Cloud and 14, which I'm currently playing.
Businessmen lust for power, and every day brings a new cataclysm humanity must face. This world may seem like the end, but for a devil hunter like Dante, it's party time. Who'd expect anything less from the son of the legendary demon Sparta? A dark knight who thousands of years ago woke up to
as a paladin, I do have a little issue with Dante's demon half, but hasn't done anything nothing bad, so I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide for now.
Despite a long-gone family, Dante kept a chipper attitude and set up a business dedicated to one thing: killing demons. And with the blood of Sparta running through him, he's the best in the business. By harnessing his own demonic energy, Dante bolsters his speed, power, and durability, letting him block kaiju-sized punches, move faster than a meteor, and regenerate like an unstoppable force of nature. As long as he has the energy, he can heal from getting shot, stabbed, sliced through. Basically anything. Even without his regeneration, he's survived heat that would reduce the layman to ash. But no hunter is complete without an arsenal, and Dante's got one hell of a sword left by his dad, Rebellion. Plus ebony and ivory, 2 magic pistols with endless ammo clips. And they say the perfect gift doesn't exist. But Dante's full arsenal is far larger and stranger. Like King Cerberus, a shape-shifting set of elemental nunchucks. Cavalier, a pair of buzzsaws that are also a motorcycle.
He's got a lot of weapons.
Fisticuffs for boxing and capoeira. And Navan, a guitar. An electric guitar. There's also Lucifer, a backpack of endless laser swords that Dante got after slaying... Actually, we never see how he beat Lucifer. Yeah, someone's a badass when they off-screened the actual devil. Then there's my fave, Dr. Faust, a sentient hat that turns Dante into basically Orville Peck. Oh, and shoots crystallized demon blood. Dante needed this and much more when he got a warm welcome from the brother he thought long dead. In a twist of fate, Virgil was alive, but went down a very different path. While Dante was partying, Virgil studied the blade, seeking the power he needed to exert his will, even if it meant killing his own brother. Something he came close to doing in their first meeting. But the defeat only spurred Dante's awakening. He learned to teleport using Trickster, slow down time through Quicksilver, and double-team foes with Doppelganger. With a slick pose and the right timing, he can Royal Guard dang near anything, then use the absorbed energy to armor up as a dreadnought. And then there's Devil Trigger, a super form Dante achieves through his supernatural power. By tapping into his inner demon, Dante can fly and gains an enormous boost in speed and power. Naturally, his rematch with Virgil went very differently, and that was far from Dante's peak. When Mundus got up to his old tricks, Dante battled the Demon Lord in a vast sea of stars, a universe Mundus created on a whim. Even later, Dante one-shot a stronger alternate future Mundus who had completely merged with the demon world. So he's kind of a big deal. Literally, Mundus became a
manga novels
universe
specify the human and demon worlds were once one. They were split into separate universes.
So astronomically intense, he had the power of every other demon in existence. A divine deity of the sun that Dante also shot in the face. Oh, that guy! I completely forgot about him. Funny, so did Dante. Despite how powerful Argosax was, he was just an insignificant Tuesday to Dante. So it's safe to say Dante had become the strongest around. But no amount of style, pizza, or wahoos could fill the hole in his heart. Sure, Virgil was a power-hungry weeb, but he was still his bro. Beneath Dante's antics, killing the last of his family kinda messed him up.
Until he learned his family wasn't as gone as he thought. It turns out he had a nephew, Nero, who Dante would help get into the family business in his own unconventional way.
And for dead weight, Nero was pretty badass, even helping Dante take on the so-called Demon King Urizen. Nero's Devil Breaker arm can fire light-speed lasers that Dante and Virgil have dodged.
And Dante flew into the atmosphere of the neighboring planet, though the time frame is unclear, and even Bender's estimate puts it under his best
beams
feats.
over 11 times faster than light.
Nero even survived getting melted down while inside a living statue. It's a long story.
And that's the same sort of
Wait.
regeneration that Dante has, meaning
Ugh.
he can survive being turned into a puddle.
According to the Devil May Cry
With
guy,
Virgil
Nero's arm
somehow
couldn't
returned.
regenerate because Virgil
Again.
removed
And
Nero's
made the
demonic
popular
power. He regained his
demon
power
trait.
later
What
and immediately
else?
regrew his
More
arm.
power.
With the entire world now on the line, Dante had to get serious and fully embrace his human and demon sides alike by stabbing himself.
Holy
Wait, say
shit,
what?
Dante has been impaled so much, he decided to make it how he powers up. So he got his greatest weapon, Devil Sword Dante, and became Sin Devil Trigger.
Wait,
This
so
is
the-
Dante's demon energy at its peak. He
Wait,
can
hold on.
fire lasers with loot.
Wait, so they said, oh, the only way I'm gonna power up is by stabbing myself. Isn't that like a JoJo thing? Or no, that's how they unlock their stands, isn't it? There's like a special type of spade or whatever that they can stab themselves with, and it unlocks their stand.
Obliterate with the fires of judgment and surpass even the legendary Sparta.
But although Dante was totally a match for Virgil, neither of them would budge on their ideals. Both were destined to duel until one was dead forever.
But thanks to Nero and two well-placed bitch slaps, they got some sense knocked into them.
Dante realized that if he couldn't make Virgil abandon his ways, he might as well keep an eye on him. In one fell swoop, the two severed the world-spanning demon tree and prepared for a permanent departure to the underworld.
You can choose your friends, but not your family. But if that's what it takes to keep Virgil safe, or rather to keep the world safe from Virgil, Dante will deal with it. And all things considered, he's happy slugging it out with his bro. Maybe happier than he's ever been.
Proof that as long as you have the human drive, even hell can become a paradise sweet enough that a devil may cry.
But it's, one of those things, it's like, hey,
Whiz,
brothers
the
fighting each other,
emergency.
that's our
This
thing.
fight's gonna
But
have a
if
bigger
someone else
soundtrack
fights
than
your
my
brother,
headphones, bro.
nope, they ain't
Good
gonna
news.
slide.
This battle is sponsored by Raycon. These has
Okay, we're gonna skip that.
Magic.
30 before they're on Raycon. Sit down as we tell the tale of the kingdom of Rosaria and its prince, Clive.
Wait, hold on.
Rossfield.
This battle covers spoilers for Final Fantasy XV. That's Roman. Let's see, 10. No, X is 10. V is 5. So this is 16. Okay. This won't spoil
A
anything
man
for 14.
destined to
All
be
right.
a dominant, the host to a mighty
So what the heck?
guardian
Why am I worried about
Anybody who's a
spoilers?
dog
I've been
can
watching
draw
people who
magic
play
light
Final
juice
Fantasy
called
14.
ether, becoming a big scary monster.
and commanding the element they embody to create storms, slay armies, and split the sea. Dominants are forces of nature, and Clive would be the dominant of the Phoenix.
Well, he was supposed to, but Big Bird said no thanks and instead picked his sick little brother Joshua. Parents don't
This
play
likes
favorites,
Annabelle,
but I guess
discrimination.
ancient
The
monsters
guy
can.
from Tekken
Despite the
8.
rejection and a deep loathing
Excuse
from his
me?
mother Annabella, Clive and Joshua were only kind to one another. Clive saw the burden his brother bore and accepted his blessing of the Phoenix in hopes of becoming Joshua's shield.
Meaning he learned a
Yeah,
bunch
what a
of
good
magic.
brother.
He can shoot fire, teleport with Phoenix Shift, and took down this beast before he was even out of puberty.
Even without magic, Clive's a capable swordsman, able to boost his speed and perception with precision dodge. But it wasn't enough when Annabella betrayed Rosaria for the Empire of Sanbreque. In one night, Clive's knights, people, and his own father were slaughtered before him.
Quick, someone use a Phoenix down!
Those aren't in this game.
Well, that's unfortunate, but the Phoenix icon sure is, because the trauma of everything made poor Joshua lose control.
Clive wanted nothing more than to help his brother, and perhaps this desire awakened the icon that was in him all along. The fiery beast, Ifrit.
Boy, is Ifrit
Hey, I know
powerful.
that guy.
Standing nearby will incinerate the average Joe. He can make fire barriers, regenerate lost
I
limbs,
beat him.
decimate foes with a flaming spirit bomb, and shatter
This
a
is the
walking
first primal
mountain.
I
The
defeated.
downside being Clive couldn't control it. He didn't even remember becoming Ifrit or battling the
He looks
Phoenix
a little
in fight
different,
that reduced
though.
everything he loved
A little
to
bit,
cinders,
not a whole lot.
leaving Joshua presumed dead.
If that wasn't bad enough, dear old Ma found him the next day and made him a slave to Sanbreque's army. Clive spent 13 years wallowing through life, searching for Ifrit's host for
That
revenge,
woman does not deserve
only
to
learn
have the
one
title
he
of
wanted
mother.
to kill was himself.
This revelation hit Clive like a phantom train. He thought death was all he deserved for taking the lives of Joshua and so many others. Even so, there was a light at the end of the tunnel. No, not like that.
Thanks to his friend Jill, the outlaw Sid, his doggo Torgal, and a very therapeutic battle with his self-hatred, Clive learned to carry the torch for his brother, fighting the real problems plaguing his world: crystals and racism.
In the world of Valisthea, prejudice is alive and well for bearers. Basically, anyone who can use magic without special crystals.
So what better way to dismantle the system than to help fellow bearers and destroy the mother crystals ruining the planet, all while picking up some nifty abilities.
Through a mysterious power that lets him absorb icons, Clive took Garuda, an avian with sharp slashes and sharper talons. From Sid, he received Remove, so he could summon lightning.
From his bae Jill, he got Shiva to freeze lava and even time itself. With Titan, he can block and absorb blows with earth-shattering fists. From this
Yeah, I
dragon
beat half
prince,
these
he got
primals
Bahamut
already.
and some deadly lasers.
And
Haven't
through
fought
Odin,
him yet,
he can
though.
slow the flow of time and slice apart the fabric of space.
Looks familiar.
With these powers, Clive stepped up to lead the bearers, and even
I
reunited
recognize
with
that.
Joshua, who was alive all along. Surprise!
Clive spent 5 years freeing the land and became hot as hell while doing it. Well, no, not well, yeah, that way, but also through Ifrit. By using part of Ifrit's power, Clive can set himself aflame, activating Limit Break to boost his abilities.
But Limit Break is far from Clive's limit. After absorbing the Phoenix essence from Joshua, he became Ifrit Risen. Now fully in control of the monster that had tormented him, he embraced his role as a shield for his
Okay, so
brother
I
and
wonder,
friends.
are the
Just in time
primals
to
here
battle in
a
space,
constant
block a
thing in
planet-wiping
every single
blast,
Final
and
Fantasy
overpower
game?
this dragon at the speed of light.
That's no
Or
exaggeration. Ifrit
were they
Risen is
something
literally
they've
stated
added
to move at light speed?
the
Not surprising when Clive has
Final
intercepted
Fantasy
lasers over
mythos
3
in
times faster
recent
than
years?
them, and overpowered Omega, a god-slaying weapon that can destroy, and I quote, all of creation.
But what made Clive strong enough to do all this? You know, besides the majestic man cleavage.
Turns out Clive's birth was orchestrated. He was intended to become the vessel of Ultima, an ancient, all-powerful being that created humanity, but abandoned them after they developed free will.
Meaning everything that happened was the fault of one person. God, the bastard! But Clive wouldn't be a puppet. If God was in the way of humanity's freedom, then God was gonna die.
Easier said than done.
No shit!
Ultima was stronger than anyone Clive had faced, able to warp all of reality to create a universe. But Clive had a secret not even Ultima foresaw. Over his journey, he developed a special state of mind, Logos.
AKA someone powered by human will and the bonds of consciousness with others. Okay, that sounds like anime friendship crap, but trust me, it made Clive a badass who could surpass his limits, getting stronger over the course of just one fight.
So much so that, despite struggling against Ultima initially, by the end of the fight,
It's
Clive took
consistent
out
with Dante being
Ultimalus,
Barnabas
a more
despite initially
powerful
being weaker.
amalgamation of Ultima and his entire species, all while Clive was in his base form.
Ultima literally
dang.
became Ultima squared, but Clive still kicked his ass. Using his bonds with his brother, his friends, and his unbridled will, Clive killed God in a giant 999,999 damage punch. Okay, so it really was
It's over
about friendship after all.
9,000!
Hey, this guy's got a future in shonen.
Well, except we don't really know what happened to Clive. Whether he lived or died, though, doesn't really matter. It was his journey and the world he created that made his life meaningful. Clive's dream of a future where everyone can live and die on their own terms had become a reality.
And his stories were written up in a book by a certain Joshua Rossfield, which he titled Final Fantasy.
Roll credits.
The battle's coming up next, so call your winner now, folks, just like our sponsor, DraftKings.
The NBA season tips off, and so does DraftKings' newest.
Okay, gonna skip all that. Okay, so place the bets. Dante versus Clive. Well, the fact that Clive defeated the creator of his universe, I mean, to me that says a lot. Okay, but Dante, though, he's one heck of a resilient type of guy. I mean, from what I've gathered, Dante, he's just been abused and abused and abused, and yet he still comes back for more. And so, it's interesting, too. It's like, honestly, I'm not sure who's going to win this one. I'm honestly not sure. Part of me is saying Dante, but again, Clive is, I mean, you defeated the god of his universe, the one who created his universe. I mean, yes, Dante defeated the devil, but I'm just saying, the devil is nothing compared to, a being who can create all existence. So, I'm giving it, so I think just based on that factor alone, I'm going to give it to Clive. But again, Dante is resilient, and he may find a way to overcome the power gap. But we'll see. Place your bets, people.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
All right, here we go. Right away, music sounds really nice, really good. Visually, the rendering is well done.
Hey, I heard your fiery friend is causing trouble, and I'm in the business of dealing with trouble.
Prepare for trouble
Leave now.
and make it double.
The last thing that will stop me is a demon.
Oh, this music is rocking. I guess this is another thing I noticed. Dante's got his gun, so he does have a range advantage. Oh, again, Dante's got that healing factor too. Again, he's resilient.
Fancy yourself a bard?
Moonwalking. Such a showman. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Go back. He's just posing, and I can imagine in that split second he gets grabbed. In his mind, he's probably thinking, "Oh shoot, yoink!" Gets yanked off the stage. Yeah, even you see his head goes up a little bit. He's just thinking, uh-oh. Probably not uh-oh, but...
No hiding in the shadows anymore, Smokey.
Oh, he's got a rocket launcher, too. Again, Dante's got, I think, more versatile weapons as well.
See the light.
And that's something that could probably play a factor in just the versatility of Dante's powers and weapons.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, where did he pull the motorcycle from?
got some competition.
Nice. Oh.
Still holding out on me? Let's see what your monster can really do. So the devil cries for more. Let's give him everything we've got.
Ah, the devil cries for more. Ah, wordplay. I like it. Yo, things are heating up. Oh, this is. Visually speaking, this is probably one of the most impressive battles I've seen that Death Battle's done so far. Primal versus Demon. What? Oh, these guys are. Ooh. Now they're just pushing themselves to the. Oh. You know, like Dante, he's got that better healing factor, I think.
I need more. It's been a bash, Smokey. I need
Oh!
Not bad.
Oh!
Not bad at all.
Oh!
After a fight like this, God will be nothing.
Oh, nice!
KO! Okay, that was a whole nother level of close, but I think we got the point.
This was not an easy call to make. Dante and Clive matched each other so closely, it was hard finding a definitive advantage either had. This is best explained through 3 categories, starting with stats.
Both Dante
Okay.
and Clive could easily beat up universe-busting threats.
Mundus and Ultimalius could create universes at a whim.
Oh.
Dante and Clive defeated them sans their own super forms. Dante and Clive
Okay.
could both consistently intercept lasers at faster than light speeds.
And Dante
Yep.
could always amp up with demon juice to briefly outspeed Clive.
Mundus and Ultima warping universes require demonic energy and magic, respectively, again implying a match in speed.
Anyway,
Okay.
But Clive could match that by boosting his own speed and reflexes through precision dodge. Both were so beyond the pale that neither could definitively overpower the other.
still, given their crazy powers, you'd think one of their abilities would break the deadlock.
Not so much. Dante and Clive could generally match each other blow for blow, be it to teleport, slow down time, flash freeze the other, block and absorb hits, etc.
And Dante could survive the intense flames of Ifrit. He's dealt with heat like that before.
Though Clive did not have a perfect match against Doppelganger, he did have more methods of manipulating time, both more reliable and abusable, in addition to defensive measures like Ifrit's barrier to fall back on to outlast powers like Doppelganger.
But their super forms evened out. Any edge Clive could get from, say, Limit Break or Ifrit Risen, Dante could match with Devil Trigger or Sin Devil Trigger.
In the end, both have answers to most of each other's powers, making it still anyone's win.
Which is
Okay.
why it came down to one major factor: endurance. Just how long could these two keep at it?
While Dante's super forms could undoubtedly keep up with Clive's, there is an emphasis in story and gameplay that they expend a lot of demonic energy.
The longest Dante
Okay.
has battled in Devil Trigger against someone his equal is about 6 minutes, and abilities like Doppelganger, Quicksilver, and Sin Devil Trigger burn through it even faster.
Clive's time in Ifrit Risen isn't limitless either, but it can last longer, fighting for tens of minutes if necessary. But given how close this match is, it's vital. If Ifrit Risen catches Dante outside of Devil Trigger, it's over.
I know what you're thinking. Dante's crazy tough. His healing factor's way better than Clive's. Clive can regen lost limbs, sure, but Dante can heal from getting reduced to a puddle. Couldn't he just tank Ifrit's attacks?
Well, yes, but also no. This is where context is everything. While no
Okay.
doubt impressive, Dante's healing has been overcome in the past because it is tied to how much energy he has. Less demonic energy means a less potent healing factor.
Like when he
Okay.
got knocked out for a month straight by Urizen, only surviving thanks to a constant source of demon blood. Hell, overtaxing demon regen is how Dante killed Virgil in the first place.
Even if we assume Dante could get a second wind, it's always possible Clive could get one too, becoming even stronger from pure willpower, just like when he fought Ultimalius.
So, for as tough and persistent as Dante was, Clive was able to endure just that much more to get the final edge. The devil was in the details, but Clive's victory is no fantasy.
The winner is Clive Rossfield.
Next time on Death Battle.
Yeah, this is the next one I'm looking for. Oh, this is the finale for 2025. Okay. This is what I'm looking forward to. Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus Pokemon. Ash versus Yugi.
Subscribe.
Yeah, I'm... Okay, this is the one I really want to talk to about the most here in a second. But, quickly overall, Dante versus Clive. I was just really impressed with the visuals of that fight. I mean, I think that's probably the best visual fight that Death Battle has ever done. And I just got sucked into it. I just couldn't stop watching. I'm just like, this is just... Visually, it was beautiful. Music was very good. Voice acting, I thought, was really good. But, this one, Ash versus Yugi, in terms of monsters, I'm sorry. From what I gathered, they're going to do like a 6-monster team. Ash with 6 Pokemon, Yugi with, I guess, 6 of his most iconic monsters. Of course, it'll be probably cheating if they give Yugi Exodia and the Egyptian gods. So they're probably not going to go with those. But in terms of monsters, I think Yugi has just got the better monsters, just on paper. That's what it looks like. But if Ash and Yugi themselves were going to fight, well, Yugi's out of luck because Ash has been shown to pick up literal telephone poles and hurl them. So, I think Yugi's guy is outmatched in that department. But, alright, if you are watching this on the Red brand, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and all those good things. And I'll see you in the next video. Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. I got to get rid of this. Where's that image? Where's that image? Monsters. Of course, it'll be probably cheating if they give Yugi Exodia and the Egyptian gods. So they're probably not going to go with those. But in terms of monsters, I think Yugi has just got the better monsters, just on paper. That's what it looks like. But if Ash and Yugi themselves were going to fight, well, Yugi's out of luck because Ash has been shown to pick up literal telephone poles and hurl them. So, I think Yugi's guy is outmatched in that department. But, alright, if you are watching this on the Red brand, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and all those good things. And I'll see you in the next video.